Ladies and gentlemen, I am back for the August 30th slate, Saturday. I like kind of introing with these like funny things that happen, coincidences, whatever you want to call it. So I made this post about how I just randomly put these six guys. I gave this a player pool to someone. And well, somebody decided to parlay them together and they all hit a home run. So congratulations to this guy. He just decided to throw all the six guys together, and he actually freaking put a bonus bet, $5.50. He turned in almost $14,000. If we only all knew, I'd be retired today. Anyway, I just thought that was funny. Good for him. I'm happy for him. Let's move on to the slate. I'll go over weather as we go over the games. As we know, Toronto's a dome. We got Priester versus Gaussman. Kevin Gaussman. I actually don't mind this game too much. It is the early game. It's at noon for me, 3 Eastern. I think it's okay. I mean, Gaussman's either really good or really bad. I'm not like I usually don't like picking against him, but the Brewers are just so good right now. You can. I If you want Yelich, I am not going to argue with you. I'm just not really on him right now. And every time I say that now, they end up hitting. So feel free to take him. I definitely wouldn't take Frelick. I know he hit the other day, but he's just not really a home run hitter. So just keep that in mind. Someone said that Churio was coming back. I do not know if this is a fact, but I guess we could check. I saw it in my Discord, I believe. Either Discord or Reddit. I don't remember. I think it was in the Discord. Well, let's see. Where are you, Churio? He's not even listed. So I don't know. Keep an eye out for Churio if he does play tomorrow. Hopefully, I would take him for a home run if he comes back. Overall, I mean, it's the first game of the day. I think I don't really like taking these first early games unless it's the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. They play a lot of early games and they're home. But this one, I just don't really feel that good about. You guys know I usually love taking Varsho, Springer. If you want to take any of them, feel free. Priester hasn't been actually. He's 11-2, but he hasn't been as good recently. So personally, I'm just gonna avoid that game just because it's the early game. That's really my reasoning. But you guys can take anyone you want. As far as Tampa and Washington, this is one of my favorite games by far. Let's make sure the weather's better. Yeah, that's actually not bad. It's only 4 miles per hour in. Yesterday was definitely worse. Friday had the wind blowing in from left field, and that was the only crappy thing for right-handed hitters. And Cam and Diaz didn't hit, which was disappointing. But this game, look at these pitchers. They've given up 26 and 29 home runs on the year. So they're either both going to throw perfect games or this is going to be a home run fest. At least I hope. I mean, that's just how it feels. Like Elder today, of course, pitched a gem, and I don't think either team hit a home run in that game. But this is a really, really nice game to target. So I'm definitely going to take Lau and Caminero. Oh, I didn't. Let me pull up. Let me pull up FanDuel here. Just so we can see the odds. I like showing the odds. I think it's kind of fun. By the way, if any soccer fans are watching, I haven't been doing soccer because it's been really weird at the beginning of the season. I don't feel comfortable giving picks when the games aren't going the way I expect them to go. The only two guys I really like, which are obvious, are Mbappe and Harry Kane. So you can take them for first goal, anytime goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, any game because they're still amazing players. But a lot of these guys have gone to new teams, so it's been tough to pick soccer. So I'm going to wait on that before I decide if I'm going to make any more soccer videos. But if you want to join the Discord and just ask me my opinion on that day's games, I'd be more than happy to help out. So please join the Discord. I'll put it in the description again of the YouTube video. And if you have any questions for any sport, really, I mean, I don't do tennis, I don't do college, but soccer, baseball, obviously we're going to move on to football soon. But yeah. So just so you guys know, I'm here for Any sports that I know. I only do sports I am knowledgeable on. I don't know UFC. I don't know college. I know hockey. I don't know tennis. I don't know WNBA. So I'm not going to give advice on sports I don't know. That's not fair to you guys. I would never lie to you guys about stuff like that. All right. I think that's important to know, though. Even the odds in this game really are kind of juiced. I think they're trying to bait you guys into something here. I still don't see Churio. Oh, there he is. Okay. Well, he's plus 500. I think him coming back, if he lead, I think he usually leads off. If he leads off, really, honestly, let's just go with this. Aside from Sal, the vast majority of leadoff hitters, you can take any game. They have been so good. Somebody on Reddit made a leadoff parlay with 3 guys, and it hit today on this terrible slate today. Friday, but you get the point. I wouldn't take Simpson. He's not a home run hitter. I wouldn't take Sal. Triolo's bleh, whatever. But obviously Anthony hit today. I don't know who else, but today overall is just Bush hit today. Today overall is just a very disappointing day, as we all know. All right, so once again, I'm going to avoid this game. But if Churio's leading off, I like him. And then Springer is a good leadoff hitter. If you want to take Springer, you can take both leadoff hitters in this game. That's the only way I would go in this game. All right, so back to the Tampa game. Let's see the odds. Junior, of course, is 285 low. I love low. I like players that hit on the road in the first game of a series. That makes me like them more. So I'm very high on low on Saturday. I really like Junior, of course, and I think Diaz is okay. I cannot for the life of me get this guy right. If you want to go crazy, if you're like me and like to stack teams, I am considering stacking Rays. I might take 7 or 8 of them, and I'm not even joking. I've done that before, and it's worked out for me. The only thing is some of these bottom tier guys just really aren't. I don't know much about them, but sometimes it's worth the risk, is all I'm saying, especially at a park like this with a guy who gives up a lot of home runs. As far as Nationals go, I do like Wood and Abrams. I think Bell's okay. Garcia was semi-hot at some point. So I think any of these first 5 guys are okay. Just, I would prioritize the top 2, Wood and Abrams, and then Bell. And then if you want to take any of the others, I think it's fine. But definitely take Lau, Caminero. Diaz is okay. Josh Lau hasn't hit in a while, but man, he's got to hit sometime, right? Really? Come on, man. Hit a home run. Next game is Pittsburgh and Boston. That game turned out to be a little better than I expected. Keep taking Anthony. This guy is really good. Boston, they really built a good lineup. I'm impressed by them. As far as Pittsburgh goes, Dustin May hasn't had the best year. He used to pitch in the National League, so let's see if any of the Pirates, I'm sure they faced him, just not a lot. So this guy's not even on the team anymore. Maybe Tommy Pham, but I just don't like Pirates. I don't like the Pirates. They're just not really a good team. I guess Reynolds, but once again, I don't just blindly pick people. I don't like just saying, pick this guy because he's a good player or he hits the fastball at a crazy rate. Like, I don't really care about any stuff. When it boils down to is just when the pitcher makes a mistake and the guy makes him pay for it. So as far as Boston goes, did I check the weather? It was pretty bad. It's good tomorrow. So wind blowing out to right. It's only 72 degrees, so it's a little cooler. As you guys see, too, the games are cooling off, which is not good for home runs. So just really keep that in mind. You might want to slow down on some of these, not take as many players as you normally do, because the weather is cooling off. So just really keep that in mind. It's not good for home runs. It's worse. With that said, I do think it's a good slate. So Anthony is plus 520. Wow, that's impressive. Those are nice odds. As far as Boston players go, Bregman's been really cold. So I'm thinking Anthony and Story. And then if you want to throw like a Hamilton in there or something, that's fine for like a long shot, or Carlos. if he plays. He's a catcher, so he doesn't play every day. So I think any of those guys, let's see, Hamilton's plus 1,000 on here. So if you want to go with like a long shot, and long shots I only like in single bets, as I've said. But definitely Anthony is the top guy here, and then Story. And then if you like anybody else, I mean Duran's for some reason has better odds than Anthony, but he's okay. I mean he's been good this year. So let's move on to Miami and New York Mets, who of course I have to talk crap about, and then I don't know, Vegas made the call. They said Steve said don't take Mets today, so let Soto and Alonso and Nimmo and Torrens and like all these guys hit home runs on Friday. Of course they did. Why not? I mean, take them again today. The only thing is, and you saw that with Philly today, is usually the next game after a big game like that, they don't really have a good offensive output. So I will preface it with that. But with that said, I mean, you can take Soto any day. He just isn't the Soto of old, in my opinion, although he played at Yankee Stadium last year, so his numbers were inflated. And, it's a much friendlier park than the Mets park, Citi Field. So just keep that in mind. But obviously Soto's fine. Petey's fine. I think Petey has good numbers off Cabrera, too. I think I was looking. Yeah, he's all three of his hits are home runs and 14 at bats because he got walked 4 times. So it's really not ideal numbers, but I'm still okay with him. I mean, he's Pete Alonso. So I'd probably just stick with Soto and Alonso. Nimmo's fine, but just take the usual suspects here. I'm not taking any. The only reason why the Marlins hit any home runs today is because the Mets put a position player in. So just keep that in mind. I think Lopez and Hicks hit a home run, but it was off a position player. And same with, I think Torrens hit one off a position player as well. I think. I'm trying to remember. My sports brain is fried. It's 12:08 in the morning right now. Okay, so let's go to Philadelphia. Chris Sale is pitching. Wow, I didn't know he was back. Why are they bringing him back when this year is like over for them? That's interesting. I don't know what to do in this game because Sale's really good, but I don't know if he's going to be really bad. He is a lefty, though, and I'm not really a big fan of, like... I've said this. I don't like when both pitchers are lefties, both starting pitchers. So, honestly, I'm not really a big fan of this game. I mean, I guess out of morbid curiosity, we should look at their numbers to see how Philly hits off Sale. He actually, thinking about it, too, he probably... Oh, of course, they don't show it here. He probably won't pitch very long, so this could be a good game to live bet. Actually, Schwarber has good numbers off him, so that's not bad. But he only has... Well, no, I'm sorry. He has a triple? What? Okay, he has a triple off him for whatever reason. That big boy. And that's it. Everyone else struggles off him. I would probably just live bet this game, or if you just want to get the pregame odds, I think it's fine. But this is kind of a weird game. I think this is a stay away. Let's see what the weather looks like too. Yeah, I mean it's good weather, but that's a wacky game right here. 2 good pitchers. How many home runs has Sanchez given up? Only 10 in 162 innings. Yeah, I think you should stay away from this game. Unless you think Chris Sale's going to have a bad game. That's the only thing I'll say. That's up to you guys. McGreevy and Abbott in Cincinnati. I mean, the game, I did say Marte in my write-up, and he hit one in the first inning. It's actually, this game was better than I expected. Steer hit one. I think Hayes hit one. Or was it Key Brian Hayes? Did he hit one? I know it said Hayes, but it gets confusing when, I guess it doesn't really matter. You guys know. But Abbott's decent. I know Herrera finally hit one. He's been kind of disappointing this year. I think it's just another game I might avoid. I just don't. I like the park, but the two teams are just so doo-doo. It's just like, where do you go here, Like, I don't. Ellie De La Cruz is just not hitting home runs. Lux isn't hitting home runs. But if you guys like anyone in this game, As I would say, go for it. Just be careful. Abbott's a lefty, so don't. I wouldn't take Nootbaar or Gorman. Herrera's fine since he finally hit today, and he's a lefty specialist. He's really his numbers are really good off lefties, so I think Herrera's fine, or Contreras. So I guess if I pick two guys from that game, I would prioritize Contreras. Let's go there. We'll say that. Other than that, I just don't really like this game. Yankees at White Sox. Surprisingly, Shane Smith doesn't give up a lot of home runs. It is the Yankees, though, so I'm not really like super scared. He's only given up 13 on the year in 114 innings, so he really doesn't give up a lot of home runs, which is kind of surprising. But that just means he's a good pitcher. Sometimes you got to give him credit. And no Yankees have faced him except for McMahon. So let's just see. See, they even like Contreras in this game. I didn't even look at his odds. So there you go. He's by far my favorite pick in this game. They do kind of like Ellie. I just don't. And then Herrera's got decent odds too. But everybody else is inflated odds. So I like it when I pick a guy to be my top guy and then his odds kind of show, wow, he's actually, FanDuel thinks he's going to hit a home run. Like, or he has the best chance in the game, right? So go with Contreras for sure. All right, continuing on with the Yankees. I mean, obviously Grisham is super hot right now. I still can't stand taking Judge. I used to like parlaying Judge, Stanton. I'm sorry, Judge, Ohtani, and Schwarber on Saturdays. At least Judge and Ohtani, but you can throw Schwarber in there. So maybe if you want to just make that parlay, feel free. It's like a chalk parlay. However, I just don't like Judge is just so inconsistent right now. I can't. I don't think the odds are up. Oh, they are. He's 210. It's just so inconsistent. It seems like they really like Ben Rice today. Whereas they haven't even listed Grisham. Oh, there he is, 350. But they like Ben Rice more for some reason. So, I mean, I like Rice anyway. So obviously, any of these guys are fine. Any Rice, Grisham, Chisholm, Bellinger, all the lefties are good. Cam Schlitter is a righty, so fire up Colson Montgomery. I didn't like him today because he was facing a lefty, so just really, hammer it into your brain. If these guys are, I know Brandon Lau hit today and whatever. That was his like fourth home run off a lefty this year, but think he's played like probably 130 games, so 4 home runs. Obviously, he didn't face a lefty 130 times, but just the sample size isn't worth sometimes taking their odds, is all I'm saying. So I would just take Montgomery for White Sox. Easy peasy, right? The usual lefty Yankees. If you want Judge, I'm not taking Judge. I think I'm off Stanton now too. They don't even have Stan listed. He hasn't been playing every day, so I wouldn't be surprised he got the day off. I think they're being really careful with him before the playoffs because he's very injury prone, so they want to give him a lot of breaks. Pivetta versus Taj Bradley in Minnesota. Bradley's been pretty bad this year. How many home runs has he given up? I don't know off the top of my head. 14 and 116 innings. Pavetta's really good, but he actually has kind of struggled recently. So we could fire up the twin lefties. Let's actually check the weather just to confirm it's not terrible. And also, the White Sox Stadium has good weather, so that's fine. It's just a little cool, 69. Keep that in mind. These games are cool. Wind blowing in, 77. The over-under still 9, though. So this game looks okay. I'm not a huge fan of picking home runs at this stadium, personally. So just keep that in mind. I don't like Buxton. I might not like this game, honestly. If you want to go for these juiced odds on Larnack, I think it's fine. Where's Wallner? Is he not listed? Is he hurt? Check in on Wallner. I don't know if he's hurt. And I'm not going to research every single player, but I think this is actually going to be an avoid. Just with how good Pavetta's been. If you want, like, Loreno, O'Hearn, Sheets, but the Padres are just, they're killing me, man. They're so hard to pick for home runs. I really just trust Loreno right now. But Machado's not hitting, Tatis isn't hitting, so it's just like it's kind of embarrassing. So I think I'm gonna stay away from this game. I just don't. Just looking it over, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Angels and Astros. We got the Spencer versus the Hendricks. This, well, first of all, the game on Friday sucked. The Angels didn't score. The Astros, I think it was like what 2-0 or something. This is boring. And the Astros do this a lot, where their offense just takes a crap, and they're just like, nah, we're just kidding. We don't want to score any runs. Like, I don't get what they're doing. However, I do think this is a pretty good game. Nito, Ward, well, Nito and Adele, like Friday, would be my priority. I think I'll just leave it at that. If you want Ward or Trout or Makata, it is what it is. But once again, prioritize leadoff Nito. And then Adele's been pretty good lately too. So I think those guys are perfectly fine. I'm still waiting on Trout to hit his 400th home run. He's 2 away. He'll get there. Hopefully this year. As far as Astros go, like I said, they've been really inconsistent. I don't mind Alvarez and Sanchez, the lefties, against Hendricks. Hendricks isn't the worst at giving up. Like, he's decent at not giving up a lot of home runs. Let's just confirm that so I'm not like lying to you guys. 21 and 130 innings. I mean, I guess it's like if he has a bad game, he has a bad game. He's going to give up some home runs. Let's see what the odds are for funsies. I guess they're not up. Oh, there they are. Of course, they like Trout for whatever reason, but they love Ward apparently. Okay, well, Ward and Alvarez. I still would prioritize Nito and Adele on the Angels, but I think Alvarez, Walker are fine. I still don't know if Diaz is playing. I can't really. Okay, well, fine. And like I said, I think Sanchez is fine too. I'm not sure about Diaz. If Diaz plays, I like him, but I don't know if he's been playing. So I think that's good for that portion. And then that's an over-under of 9. So they think it's going to be relatively in a dome. So I think it's going to be relatively high scoring. And it should be with these two pitchers. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be. But after today, I don't know. All right, Seattle and Cleveland. Let's check the weather. Wind is blowing in, cool again. This Friday game, I didn't like it. Manzardo did hit. Who else hit? Polanco hit. I mean, once again, I'm not a huge fan of it. Who's pitching? Gavin Williams and Gilbert. I think it's okay. It's just with the cool weather, I just don't really like it. I mean, I feel like we're just going back to March, April, when the weather was cooler. Although, to be honest, the beginning of this year was really good. I did really good at the beginning of the year when the weather was cooler, so go figure. But overall, not really a huge fan of this game. Let's just very quickly see. Yeah, see, even both pitchers aren't really allowing a lot of home runs. I think I'm going to leave this one up to you guys. I think Cal's fine since he didn't hit today. And then, I don't know, Julio's just cold. Probably Cal and Suarez. Kind of the usual suspects. I mean, obviously with Seattle, you can take whoever you want and feel pretty good about it. It's just, I just don't like the stadium. It's not good for home runs, and the weather just kind of sucks. So I'm not going to, I am personally just, boom, delete that game from your mind, in my opinion. But I said that with the Mets, and you saw what happened there. I'm not a fortune teller. Sometimes I am, but not every day. Tigers and Royals. We got Flaherty and Kolek, who both have struggled this year. As I've said, I love Yaz at home, and he hit another leadoff home run. So at least I got that right. But once again, I did not like the Tigers, and I think only Dingler hit a home run, which I'm okay if you want to go back to him. Let's check the weather real quick. Pretty good weather, and it's warm. Wind blowing out to left, which is good for righties, and it's fine for lefties. I'm not worried about that. It's a 4:15 for me. 7. Okay. So green's fine as usual. What happened to Carpenter? He's not listed here. Is he not listed here either? He's listed on here. Well, why is he not listed on here? Where is he listed? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why he's not in the projected lineup. But if Carpenter plays, he's fine. He just hasn't hit in a while. So Green's my favorite Tiger by far. Torkelson's okay. You know, the usual. This is an okay game. Just keep him. Well, no, it's warm weather. This is good weather. Never mind. I was gonna say it's cool weather. Obviously, I like Yaz. I like Vinny still. I think Vinny might get through Sunday. We might take him if he's facing a righty tomorrow. And then if he doesn't hit, then we might have to take another break on him. Because let's just face it, they're not going to hit every day. You gotta be realistic. Garcia did hit today, and that's a guy I can't get either. He only has like 14 home runs on the year, but I think since he hit today, he's okay Saturday. I think it's fine. Just don't. I think you just don't go too crazy in this game. But so the usual guys are good on it. I think they're fine in this game. All right, let's go to San Francisco against Baltimore again. The Giants' offense right now is ridiculous. I don't know what got into them. However, they're facing Trevor Rogers tomorrow. He's had an amazing season. So I'm not even going to recommend Devers, even though he is matchup proof. But I think this is best to avoid. It does say I'm going to remind you guys, the wind does not matter in San Francisco. Google it. It doesn't matter. I promise you. Even though it was blowing out hard today, and of course, there was all those runs. But I promise you it doesn't matter. Tristan Beck. I just don't like Baltimore right now. So, yeah, no one from this game. No. Bye. Cubs and Rockies. The Cubs did play well. Swanson had a monster game today. He had 2 home runs and a triple. Bush hit, of course. The leadoff hitter hit. Shocker, right? I'm pretty disappointed in Tucker still. He's still not playing well, but I'm hoping these guys can get to McCade Brown early. So I'm gonna of course say Bush is my favorite Cub, and then I think we should probably just say Swanson next since he's getting hot. And then if you want to take Tucker, take him. I think I'm not going to take him. I don't want to take him until he can prove to me he can hit again. And of course, Bush is the favorite on FanDuel. Excuse me. And of course, Pete Crow is struggling too, so I'd be careful with him. But at Coors Field, anyone's in play. Even Happ hit a home run on Friday. So, I mean, literally anyone's in play at Coors Field. Assad has not been super spectacular. So I think Moniak and Goodman are fine. But I don't know. The Rockies just had like the most random players are hitting home runs for them. And it's just like they're so hard to guess. Last year, Tovar, Doyle, Goodman, McMahon when he was still on the team. It was so easy to guess them last year. And this year is you're just flipping coins. Like I don't know who to pick. I mean, obviously Goodman would be my favorite. Maybe Mickey, but I don't even know the last time he hit a home run, so it might not be worth to chase him. But with that said, feel free to take him. You guys know. I'm not gonna beg you to take him though. The Dodgers suck, by the way. What is wrong with them? Did they get shut out today or Friday? They did. They got shut out to Zach Gallen and the D-backs. They're just embarrassing right now. With that said, they have extremely good numbers off of, at least from what I saw. Actually, let's look at this site. This site's better. I do like them against Rodriguez. Rodriguez has not been very good this year. So you got even Kiki. You can take Kiki. Freddie's got great numbers off him. Teo. I think Teo's one of my top plays on Saturday. I'm definitely going to put him in a parlay. I like him a lot. I'm not taking Ohtani. His odds are just too trash, and I just really can. I don't want to chase someone with bad odds. 154. With that said, whenever FanDuel lowers his odds this low, he almost always hits a home run. So I'm not mad at you if you take him. once again, I think I said yesterday I would not put him in as your last leg as a parlay, and he didn't. He didn't hit. So take Teoscar, take any of the other Dodgers, and obviously if you want Ohtani, take him. But I think you have to prioritize the guys with the better odds, and I even like Enrique Hernandez if he plays. So, go with that. Did I mention D-backs? Oh yeah, I don't like D-backs. Glasnow's pretty good, and just once again, just like the Rockies, actually not even. I think the Rockies are better a home run hitting team than the D-backs right now. They're just not good. It's really bad. Like Carroll, what's gotten into you, buddy? He's doing the opposite. Last year, he struggled at the beginning of the year, and then the second half of the season, he skyrocketed. Now he's doing the opposite. He had a good first half of the year, and now he's having a bad second half. As far as home runs, I don't know what his average is. But just keep that in mind. Then the last game of the day was a 10.5 over under. I know the game today or Friday was very disappointing. I mean, we still have to go back here. It's 96 degrees, wind blowing out. I mean, that's the reason why the over under is so high. So we know it's Rooker Saturday. I know a lot of people are mad at him because he's not hitting, but it's kind of default to take him on a Saturday. And I like to parlay him with Shea. So feel free to throw this parlay together. I do like Shea more than Rooker, but it's just tradition. We gotta keep tradition going. Wow, they like Jock Peterson, who, by the way, is getting kind of hot. So I don't blame them for liking him. And also, just so you guys know, I have no idea who Mason Barnett is. It's probably his first. Yeah, it's his first ever start, I guess. Stats. So he'll either pitch a perfect game or he'll get shellacked, and I'm gonna go with shellacked. I think Peterson's fine. I think Garcia. Oh, Seager is still probably not playing. I think he's out for a little while. But let's go back to Garcia. Let's go back to Langford. This has stack potential. I just don't know enough about what's his name, Barnett. Yeah, I don't know enough about Barnett to target him because he could pitch a decent game. Even Tellez. That's actually a good look too. He didn't start today because they had a lefty, and he doesn't start against lefties. And keep that in mind with lefties. They are the most likely to get pinch hit for. Because, man, I know a lot of people get mad like Carpenter got taken out of a game. And it's like, they're not trying to screw you over. It's just the manager is going for the best way to win a baseball game. You just have to think of it in baseball terms. Like I've said in a video a couple videos ago, the way I think of it is I try to be the manager. I try to put myself in the manager's shoes. Like if a player gets moved up to, if he's usually in the 7 hole and he gets moved up to the leadoff spot, the manager does that for a reason. And that makes me like them more. So just put yourself in the manager's shoes. That's kind of a good way to put it. I like to think of it that way. So I like Texas. Also, I did say Heim I did like him as a long shot, and he hit Friday. So that was nice to see him hit. I don't know if he's going to play on Saturday, but if he does, I like him again. Moving on to the A's. Kelly is good. Let's see if any A's have faced him. Not many. Shea and Rooker are both 0 for 3 off of him. I wouldn't go crazy on them, but by default, this park is very good for home runs. So if you want to take them, Kurtz got hurt, by the way. I doubt he's going to play. So they probably will they might actually move Butler back up to lead off. And I think it's okay. I mean, if he leads off, I wouldn't be mad if he took him. But we'll see if Kurtz plays. Just keep an eye out for that. Let's see if they have his odds up. They don't. So hopefully your app doesn't have his odds up and you don't get baited into taking him and he's not starting. Although a lot of apps, aside from FanDuel, do void it. So at least you're safe on most other apps. So be careful. We can continue Rooker Saturday. Maybe just do this. Maybe just parlay Rooker and Shea and just call it. I think that would be fair. Just in case Kelly does pitch one of his, usual good games, because he has been good this year. But I still think it's worth a shot. All right, so let's make a quick parlay. Although, let's see if any other games were added. I think most of them were on here though, weren't they? Yeah. I think we have to go Junior just because he didn't hit on Friday. And then I kind of like Contreras. I usually don't put him in stuff, but I think we'll put him in like a maybe. Like if you guys don't like him, don't put him in it. If you like him, put it in it. I think this is a maybe. So I'm gonna pick 4 guys, and then you decide who to take out, or just do the 4-leg. Because remember, I made the accidental 6-legger, so screw it. Maybe I'll make an accidental 4-legger. And then let's go with the leadoff hitter in this game, Nito Spito. And then, I think it'd be between like Bush. Who's pitching in that game again? And remember, this channel is mostly based on single bets. I make these parlays for fun. These are for fun. And I have hit a couple for you guys, so it's fun, right? When they hit. Oh, McCade Brown, that's right. Okay. So I think we'll go back to Bush. So either do this 4-legger or take one out. And I would take Contreras out first or Nito. Contreras first and then Nito second. So either just lock this bad boy in on FanDuel right now. I know you can't see the number, but if I put a $5 bet on it, you would win $1,500, almost $1,600. Obviously the odds will change overnight, but I think this looks good. So I'll post something in my YouTube comment. I will make sure you guys join the Discord. We almost have 400 members in my Discord. We are chatting all day. I chat all day with you guys. You guys can ask me questions. The funny thing about my YouTube name, it's Steve Anytime. That was for anytime touchdowns, anytime goals. But to be honest, I feel like I'm just available anytime. So I think it works out in both ways, right? I think that's kind of cool, actually. It was kind of an accident. So I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. I'm having a blast, by the way. And I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but I did hit. I gotta show you guys. What was that? YouTube Studio Creator. I'm at 1,022 subs. I had 9 last week. This is incredible. Like, I can't thank you guys enough. This is, like, literally amazing. And my videos are like the video for Friday has approximately 566 hours of watch time, which is insane. 3,000 views. I gained 136 subscribers from the video. And I know people are spreading the word and getting it out there, showing my stuff to their communities. And whoever's doing that is amazing. So thank you. So wherever this goes, wherever this takes me, I'm taking you guys with me. So hopefully we can enjoy the ride. And I thank you all for the kind words too. But yeah, enough of the sappy stuff. So do something. Oh, you guys can't see the odds. So do something with this and take one out, or do all 4, do a round robin, do whatever you want. I think these are solid names. And then I'll make another one also later in the day. Also, remember on my Discord, I will show you that I do a daily write-up every day, and I give my explanation as to why I like these players. I did say to stay away from certain games like I do in the video. And once again, I'm not always right. I am often very wrong. But right here, Heim is a long shot. So I do give like random names. I like giving like a few long shots here and there. But obviously it was just a bad day. So none of my parlays hit. but not very many parlays hit at all. And then I did give all the single bets. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. I didn't do a lot of single bets today, but I gave all my single bets that I personally did. I might start doing that too. I hit Bush. These are bonus bets, so at least I hit something with a bonus bet. And then I give my favorite pick as well, which is Langford, who had a terrible game. So just keep that in mind. My YouTube videos get uploaded here, and then we just talk. This is a general channel. We just talk all day, and then we have a channel for the games, and then people post their winning slips. There's my Michael Bush bet. And yeah, so we have fun there. And like I said, it's got like 370 people in it. All right. Enough ranting. Make sure you guys watch. Just leave the video running. Give me the viewing hours. Like the video. Comment your favorite players. Tell me whatever. Tell me how life's going. But yeah, everything's great here. So y'all have a good night, and I will see you later.